Welcome back to Peak of the Week. I'm Montag, and already the unemployment has gotten so bad that I had to move to some place out in Washington State just to pay off my student loans. But don't worry, the gig that I got is actually pretty tight. I got this really cool truck, I get paid for every delivery that I make, and I also still gotta pay for gas and food and everything else. And I forgot to bring a jacket. Maybe not the smartest decision now that I think about it. Okay, I kid. I'm still unemployed, but this week we're going to take a look at Easy Delivery Co., developed by Sam C. and published by Oro Interactive. I originally found this game through Steam Demo Fest that happens every couple of months, and there was just something about the environment and simple gameplay loop that caught my attention. Of course, I'm going to come right out of the gate and say that this game is simple. So simple that I can literally describe it in one sentence, so I will do it now. You deliver packages in a small winter town while slowly upgrading your truck and finding out what is going on. Yeah, that's it. I could make up a joke about how there's RPG grinding, intense dating sims, and a Dark Souls-style combat system, but that would just make me an IGN reviewer. So, I'm just gonna name a bunch of stuff that I liked about the game, so I hope you enjoy it. So put on your snow boots, grab your hot beverage of choice, and pray that the fog doesn't roll in from Silent Hill, because this is gonna be a pretty long delivery, all things considered.
Oh? Hey, Seb. It's me, Raid. I saw you just the other day. Wait, you're not Seb. Man, I keep forgetting things. Who are you again? Sorry, who are you again?
You would think, like, with a comfortable game like this, there would be mechanics from games like My Summer Car, because, yes, I was depressed and binging Martin Cito Pants' series when that joke came on, but surprisingly, the game is very arcade-like with the weight and speed that your truck can go. At the beginning, you may go slowly down hills, be careful on turns, and make sure that the packages don't get knocked off of your truck if they're stacked up high. But as you progress and get more upgrades, you kind of become a speed demon on the track. An example is in the first area that you are delivering packages in, I constantly would be looking for shortcuts to take, and my confidence would grow with every jump that I made across the canyon. Now, of course, some of these had to be done with said upgrades, such as the snow tires, but I really did like trying to make a challenge for myself of seeing how fast I can get to my destination, even though there is no extra reward for it. Still, when also talking about the car, there is some customization that you can do with it. While I will talk about the NPCs a little bit later, there is a shop where you can buy random colors of paint. I chose this green color because it looks really nice and I think it suits the snow. So overall, the driving feels great. I really think that they could do more with this in the future if they plan to do a separate game. So I would say, please keep these driving physics in. They were really good.
Oh? Seb spoke so much more than you do, eh? You're not really a talker. Also, remind me, I have to remember to tell you something. I've forgotten already. Sorry. Who are you again?
I almost just want the rest of this section to be quiet shots of the mountainside. Winter is one of my favorite seasons, right next to fall, and quickly this has become a favorite of winter areas in video games for me. Now, of course, this is going to be coming from a personal bias since winter is my favorite season, and I know there is also the relation of winter and especially fog within actual horror games like Silent Hill, but I just love how the muted colors give a very cozy vibe. And if we want to talk about cozy, we really need to talk about the interiors. While there are one or two that give off a dark, maybe horror vibe, most are quaint shops that you would imagine in games like Animal Crossing. My favorite is MK's Cabin on the snowy peaks once you arrive, and the Easy Cafe for its quiet vibe and where you can purchase tea. And since we're on the topic, I would like to make a query of why Sona is so serene to many. I personally think that taking into the limitation argument of creating media, Snow hides so many details that we would regularly try and look for. It's a blanket of crystals covering up a part of the world while it sleeps through a cold season. And of course in video games, it seems like this calmness follows it. Survival games, exploration games, and even open worlds seem to follow this notion because there is something about the simple design and simple color palette that really can entice serenity. Now, of course, I don't want to overlook the fact that winter might not be a good time for some. Seasonal depression and maybe memories that are not so good as we get less sun on the daily really can hurt you. But I think that within the realm of interactive media, this really is a positive that I love to see. And while I'm not saying that every game has to have a winter setting in it, I think it would just be nice if they were included more. But maybe I'm just gawking now because I like white stuff. Okay, not like that, not like that.
Oh? I remember Seb was talking about retiring. But they would still come up here every day with MK just to visit. Made me feel special, you know?
There is a lot more to this game than meets the eye. But like Cultic, I don't want to spoil everything because then I would just be doing an entire analytical review of the game where, once again, it was summed up in one sentence. So here's a couple of odds and ends. In the world, you'll find snowcats on different places within the environment, and if you interact with them, you get a little bobblehead for your car of one of the characters that you can interact with. There's a mysterious underground bunker that is somewhere within the snowy peaks, and a story that may hint at the company that you're working for really doing something to the town. It sounds like I'm reading the start of something from Twin Peaks, and it kind of is there if you know what I'm talking about. But once again, if I say anything more, I'm ruining the experience. And really, that's kind of all I have to say. Just because I'm leading you on to think that there is more doesn't mean that you should go in expecting more. And this is not a negative critique either. Easy Delivery Co. is just a game that reminds me that not everything has to follow a trend or be like something that it isn't. It's just about encompassing a vibe that you really want to replicate, and creativity really will lead you with it. But by all means, please pick up the game and support the developer. I know that this game isn't going to be for everyone. In a world where we have live service games and games seems like they're tripling their budget every year, it really is something where a calm game can come out where you just explore and there's a few gameplay mechanics in it that keep you engaged. There is something more, but it is just a driving game. And sometimes that's enough. I'm going to link the game in the description, and I'm also going to give a shout out to this amazing soundtrack. I didn't want to put too much time into it just because I've been using it throughout the video, but it's a lot of jungle and ambient lo-fi, and they do a really good job of helping you drive around. So please go support the artists there. But with that, I've been Montag, and yeah, I still got to make this delivery of like 13,000 pizzas, and they're going to be cold by the time I get there. Next week, we're probably going to be talking about an event in a game that's happening, and it starts with an H and ends with an UNT showdown. See you then!
Fancy seeing you here. You can deliver my package any day if you know what I mean. Get it? 'Cause you're the delivery driver? Love watching you walk away. Fancy seeing you here. Every once in a while, I wonder whether I should be flirting with everyone I meet. But then I remember, everyone I meet is incredibly attractive. Watching you walk away. If we were a binary code, I'd be a 0. Because you're the only one I need. That's how it works, right? Love seeing you go.